Hi, and good morning. Welcome again to another edition of Market Analysis. Today is January 20th, Friday, 20th, 2023. I'm Giovanni Benacour, analyst, trader, educator with Vantage Markets. Well, TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. Boy, what a week that we had after the previous week seeing such a strong move in the equities market. All this week we've seen nothing but red. Perhaps it was time, to take some money off the table. You know, think markets don't always move in a straight line, always up or always down, obviously. So perhaps today, after seeing so much movement in the markets, we'll probably see a relaxing Friday. But we'll see today that the markets will just basically cool off, wait for some more information coming out of the markets, out of governments, out of the economy. Right now we have that gridlock in Congress about raising the debt ceiling in the states. Will that have any implications with the markets? Right now, no. But if the states defaults on their payments, on their debts, then somehow that will spill over to the market. But for right now, I don't think so. But anyway, every single time, yeah, there's every year around right around the end of the year, there's always this scenario about the debt ceiling and whatnot. Is they say they want to protect status quo, whatever. But it's all the same to me. I believe that what's happening around the world with democracy needs to be updated, and we need to have a democracy 2.0. All these people in Congress, all of they don't really do anything else but complain and argue about something just to compensate for their earnings. Their job before was of need. Today it's just a lot of red tape administration trying to, you know, keep their jobs, justify their jobs. That's how I see it. Anyhow, let's talk about markets, not politics. So this today, I see the markets being somewhat calm. I expect for the markets just to stay, for at least for the equities to stay around, idling, doing some ranging, just really tight range. Uh, Consolidation around the 11,400, 11,500. Anything, any movement to the upside will have some resistance, perhaps right around 11,600. She will see the continuation of the sell-off. 11,000 is the psychological support level. So let's see if that will be the case. All right. As far as for the S&P, 3,900 is my support, psychological support. Would it be broken today? Maybe. Will we just see a nice pickup on the market and bring it back up to 3,950, which is where I had my previous support. Now it's going to be that resistance. But 4,000 obviously is that resistance, the main resistance. As far as the Dow goes, the Dow is the one that has really been on a tear. It really made that 3,450 resistance level, and from there it has dropped tremendously. 33,000 psychological round number is where I have my support. So let's see if that will hold, or will this really continue to fall? And if that's the case, will we violate 33,000? I'll look at this previous low right here, and that previous low is 32,684.85. Just to round it off. So that could be the next point of support if we do happen to violate or break 33,000. So keep that in mind. Otherwise, will we find support around this level and bring it back up? The first level of resistance or dynamic resistance is the 21 moving average. That points right now right around 33,600. So that could be the case. As far as the Russell goes, the Russell is looking to stay, to hold above. This is a nice little gap up that is done. So we could probably see the Russell stay around this area, also consolidation, ranging. As far as the crude oil goes, well, crude oil, I said I was looking for it to come back to 80. It did. Will it revisit that high of 82.40? It could probably do so, or will it trade back down below 80, down to my support 79? I think it's gonna do something like this. That what it's been doing is not gonna continue to move any higher. I think it's just gonna do some range. It'll trade inside the range of yesterday's range. Initially, if we see any momentum, we have to take out yesterday's high. So let's see. I'm just thinking that being Friday, I think it's gonna just sit idling here. So Nat Gas, has a bottom out, has found actually support at 320. Let's wait and see. $3 is my support. RSI is in the oversold territory, so it could bring it back up to yesterday's high. That could be one possibility. As far as gold goes, well, gold is looking to stay above 1900, and above that 1920s level that I placed yesterday or last week and throughout this week. I moved it up to 1950, my resistance. So 1920 being a previous resistance, now it has turned into a support. RSI is still in the overbought territory, so we could probably expect some more of a pullback to 1920, and that'll bring the RSI into neutral zone, and we could probably find around here 1920 some buyers and bring it back up. That could be the case. As far as the silver goes, $24 is that silver bullet that is keeping markets right around it. So I'm thinking that will be the pivot point for silver for the rest of the day, just ranging also. And then we have copper. Copper also very tight range, around 420 up to 425, 27, back down to 420, or perhaps even below 420. But it'll be in a tight range. I don't think this movement to the upside is going to continue. If anything, some profit taking could probably happen and just close out some positions, and that'll bring the market lower. And then as far as the euro goes, euro is looking to stay above 108. The 108.50 resistance has hold. Then I have my support at 107. The pound, after such a nice movement to the upside, just a nice rally, it's time to take some money off the table. And this gap down where this candle has opened, this one closed here, this one opened down here. So this is a gap down, meaning that when the market opened, there were already a lot of sell orders being placed that brought the market down. Okay, that could be one case. Lack of information is the other one, but most likely just profit taking previously by the end, by the closing of Asia, opening of Europe. You see, so I continue to think that this could probably be a case for the pound to just idle, also just trade inside the body of yesterday. It'll probably stay inside this body, because as far as for the dollar index goes, if the dollar index also stays within range of yesterday, then right now we should start seeing the dollar index doing a pullback down to 102 and lower. And if that's the case, then we'll see some movement by the pound, by the euro, by commodities such as crude oil, gold, silver, and all. So that could be the cases. Okay, so keep that in mind. I'll see you guys next week. Have a fantastic weekend. Don't forget, next month in February, we're going to be doing some live sessions. So keep that in mind. Keep it posted. I'll give you more info next week. Have a nice one. Cheers.